Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Smash Our Stash, and this is going to be a short video because I've got a cat on each side trying to help me, and Zeus is literally standing behind me with the saddest eyes. I'm going to show you. Hi, buddy. Hi, do you need a lap? You need a lap to watch TV with? Okay. Yeah, he's usually very independent, but you can see we're not going to be here too long. I was gone earlier, and so now I have to make up for it. This month, for Smash Our Stash, it is loose sheets. At first, I thought, well, I'm going to do some card fronts, and then I remembered the Smash Our Stash where I made too many of the same card fronts using 12 by 12. I got tired of them. So for loose sheets, I got out completely different papers. As you can see, there's no rhyme or reason. It is loose. Look, I even used a specialty one, and I used another specialty one. Here it is, right here. And what I did was I made 3 different kinds of pockets, and it just happened to be coincidence. You know, things come together. This pocket was in my watch later list on YouTube. I think it's Shabby Dabby Doodah. Did I say it right? I will link in the description to her. It's really pretty easy. It's a 12 by 12, and you kind of mark the middle, and then you overlap the edges just a little bit. This one's like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. That's a good idea. This one right here was like 1/8 of an inch, and I got glue on the back, and then I put washi to hold it. So don't be cheap when you're overlapping them if you make these. And then you just fold them in half. And the idea, how is it that I still have a butterfly journal in my stash? I don't know. But the idea is that you take it and you open it up. Well, we have to find a plain page. Here we go. We'll put it right here. We'll just pretend this is a plain page. And you put it right here at the bottom. So on this side, I would probably glue it right here and right here. I would scooch this over just a little bit, and I'd have a pocket here and then a pocket up here. Then I'd flip my page, and on this one, I'd probably glue it this way, and I would put something in behind it right here, and then I'd have a pocket there. It's a little bit thick, so I used really thin paper. This runs off of, I think A4, which is almost 8.5 by 11. So I used like the cheaper scrapbook paper, like that was in my stash, thinner, because this is really bulky, right? I wouldn't put very many of these in a journal. So I have this one. Also, because my thinner papers are single-sided, I stamped first. Well, I stamped before I glued it. I didn't like stamp the whole back. I mean, it's literally just right there. This one I stamped with stars. This one I stamped with a little bit of text. You could leave them totally plain white, or you could put like a sentiment right there, or one rose. I mean, whatever makes you happy, so that when you pull out your journaling card, you see something cute. So those, and then this one's the same idea. I just haven't folded it yet. You can fold them half and half and get 2 pages that are the same, or you can fold them a little bit, not in the middle, you know, like 4.5 and 6.5 or something, and then have them different heights. I did this first one, and then I felt like it was a little short, so I made the next one longer. I like this one. And that one is 5 inches. The short side is 5 inches. If you have smaller papers, you can make smaller pockets. All you need is a rectangle, and then you could make different size. So they don't have to be 8.5 by 11. If you have a stash of a weird size rectangle, make some of those. Okay, then treasure books. If you're not familiar with treasure books, she is a junk journaler, and she's super fancy, okay? Now, these 3 are all the same, but I glued this one wrong, technically. I mean, wrong? Do we say wrong? Well, I didn't glue it the way I planned. How about that? It is supposed to have, and these are probably a little small. I would use something bigger or more interesting. So it's supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. Or you could glue it, like you could sew or glue down here, and this could be the 5th pocket, okay? Now, if you use a 12 by 12 piece of paper, I think it's a little big. This was my first one, and my guess is when I go to use this in a journal, I will cut the ends narrower, because most of my journals are this size, And this is going to be way too big for me. And the way she did it, she had some stuff sticking out of the pockets a little. So I would want it probably only this big. And then the little tags or tuck things would come out right here. Eliza Jane's helping. So, I mean, I would definitely want it a little bit smaller than it is. Also, I had trouble figuring out which side was going to be which side. I kind of wanted this paisley with more color to be on the outside, but I went really grungy. I mean, I could have changed all my folds, but I was too lazy. And then this one, oh my gosh. And you would have thought I was going to put the blue side out, but I actually put this side out intentionally. However, right here, those are not pockets because I was talking and gluing. So I glued right here. What I should have done was just glue down the edge. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to put something kind of big in this end. I'm digging through my stuff off to the right. Like I would probably take a 6x6 in a color that matches, trim it down and put it in there, and then they'd be pullouts on the end. So this one will just be 2 pockets. And these, she demonstrated one right in the middle of a journal. So the way I have this matching page right here, it would be right here. So it would have this amazing burst of color here. And then this one, I made it smaller and I like it better. So I just kind of fiddled with it, and see, this one is a smaller size, probably still a little long. I'll probably have to trim the ends off and then re-glue where the ends are. And then I have the pockets here and the pockets here, and because it's paper that's wild on the back, it's got this. Again, you could use a single-sided and you could stamp something right here, right? Like you could have a super cute happy everything, and you could stamp it right there on white if it was single-sided paper before you sewed your journal together. Of course, you'd have to remember to stamp before you sew your journal together, and I don't always do that. I made 3 of these in different sizes and totally different colors so that I could grab them. That's one thing about me, because I don't always work in the same color palette. Like when you see people that are very country or very grunge, everything they make matches. Yeah, my stuff is not like that. When I make something fun like this, I try to make it in different papers if I'm doing loose sheets. Like I intentionally grab totally different ones. And I think size-wise and result, this one is my favorite. I might also have a green and blue bias, but it's pretty cute. I don't know that I would actually put an envelope with something in it in the pocket because it's kind of bulky. And I used actual sturdy paper on these, scrapbook paper, because I just thought they'd be too flimsy if I didn't. If I found a thin piece of paper that I liked, I made this one, and a thick this one. I would recommend that you make a bunch of one before you try and make the other one though. And I will link to the treasure books video in my description down below. Then my friend Tony had this pocket, and she gave me this template, and I'm gonna show you this. The trick to this is the very most important thing, is you fold it so there's a 1.5 inch space right here. Okay, and this is just an 8.5 by 11, and you fold it up so that you have a 1.5 inch border here. And then this is, you go whoop-dee, trim that off, and whoop-dee. And before you do your whoop-dee, you're trying to get 4 inches so you have a decent amount of space. You could go bigger, but then it won't fit in an envelope. This is meant to fit in an A2 envelope. You can trim the top and everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to trim the top yet. I'm going to wait and see. But it's meant to fit in an A2. And it's probably really hard to see. I used Vellum with gold sheet music printed on it. And I was looking for actual Vellum, but then I found this. I mean, how cute is that? That's cute. Nancy tried one with book pages. She didn't love it. I don't know. I mean, I think anything is pretty cute. I love this one. I might leave all that stuff in it. I might make a journal that's just based on this. But I don't know that I'm going to trim those top ones. I think this one, Vellum is okay. And I thought Vellum would be fun because you can see what's in the pocket. But I think it needs probably a thicker paper because it's all these different layers going on. I don't know if I'm going to make more of these today. I don't think so. But I have my fancy dandy little thing. I'm going to lay this right here and let it sit here for a minute so you can look at it. First fold, 1.5. I'm going to zoom you in. You might not know how to make a screen print, But if I let it sit here long enough, you could get a piece of paper and draw this on there. And just wait a minute. So this is a line right here at 1.5. Okay. And then you fold this at that line, 1.5, and you go like this. Then you fold this over, and you could like grab an envelope or a card, or what I did was I folded that one about yay, and then I took this and I went, okay, about 4 inches. And then I remembered, I don't care because I'm not putting in an A2 envelope. So if you wanted, you could make it wider on your page. But I think 4 inches is really nice for the size journals that I typically make. Like right here. This would be fun on a dark page too. It's not really meant for this journal. Yeah, that's too busy of a page. But still, I mean, it's fun to have that pattern showing through the vellum. Pockets. That was my thing. You never know what I'm going to make. 3 kinds of pockets. Ta-da! And I really had fun making them. This one, the treasure books one, I mean, it got a little complex. Don't be talking to your family while you make that. And if you want, like if you're smitten with that idea and you want me to show you exactly how I made this size, or you have questions, you can always, I don't know what they're doing. You can always tell me and I'll help you out with a demo video or, you know, whatever. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. I thought I was going to film the second ink video right now, but I think I'm going to go watch TV with my little man. Daddy's not home and he needs a lap. That's my job. All right. Take great care of yourselves. I hope you're staying warm. And those of you who are dealing with some health issues, please, please, please take great care of yourselves and know that I'm sending you love. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.